Hello everyone. Today I'd like to talk about the coronavirus. The best way to stay healthy is to educate yourself and practice good hygiene. I would like to share information and encourage everyone to keep practicing good hygiene. If you or a family member think that you may have symptoms of this disease, please seek help from a licensed healthcare provider. I'll be sharing information about coronavirus under the following topics: classification, morphology, pathogenesis and clinical findings, laboratory diagnosis, treatment, prevention, and control. Presently, the media is flooded with information about coronavirus, and you may be asking yourself, how do I know which news source to trust? Well, my reason for creating yet another video is to share information from credible sources which I trust and recommend that you do the same. So I would like to recommend that you check the following websites: CDC.gov, which is a website for the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention; WHO.int, which is a website for the World Health Organization; MAYOCLINIC.org, which is Mayo Clinic.org, and that's the website for the Mayo Clinic; BBC.com, which is British Broadcasting Corporation, and for the people in my native country, Jamaica, MOH.GOV.jm, and that's the website for the Ministry of Health and Wellness; JIS.GOV.jm, which is the website for the Jamaica Information Service. And I share those websites from Jamaica because the majority of my audience is my family and friends in Jamaica. So these are some credible websites, and I would also like to recommend this book I used in college, from which I got some of the information used in this video, and it's called Medical Microbiology by Patrick Murray, Ken Rosenthal, and Michael Pfaller. That's right, Patrick Murray, Ken Rosenthal, and Michael Pfaller. So this is a great book, and I'll post information about it below this video as well. And you can, if you're a health science student, I would like to recommend this book. It's very informative. Of course, this is a very old model, and there's probably a more recent copy online. So with that being said, let's discuss the basics regarding the coronavirus. Now I'll start with the classification of the coronavirus, and this section is very important if you're a health science student. But if you're not, the reason for including this section is because in order to understand how a virus functions, scientists use its classification, and that helps them to be better able to understand about the disease and predict how it's going to behave in the body, and that also helps scientists to come up with the vaccine for that particular virus. So coronavirus, it's from the family Coronaviridae, and this means that when you view it under the microscope, the virus have, can you see my little diagram? You're not allowed to laugh at my diagram, it's for educational purposes. So it's from the family Coronaviridae, and that means when you view it under the microscope, the virus have what appears to be spikes, and the spikes are on the surface, which form a crown, and the Latin word for crown is corona. And Latin is used to name many species in the study of microbiology. And the coronavirus has the presence of an envelope. So some viruses have envelopes and some don't. So this is the envelope protein. I should probably do that in a different color. This area right here is the envelope. So the presence of the envelope means it has a layer of protein which protects it from being destroyed by the body's immune system. So that is why that's another reason why it has been hard for scientists to come up with a vaccine for the coronavirus. But I think recent reports are that they should be able to come up with a vaccine very soon. The coronavirus has a positive sense single strand, and that means it is easy for the virus to replicate or multiply within the body, and that is why it has spread so fast, and that's why so many people are dying so quickly. As almost as soon as the symptoms appear, a lot of people have died. So it's important to understand how this virus is classified so that you can come up with ways to fight it. And also it's an RNA virus, and this means it has ribonucleic acid as its genetic material. RNA means ribonucleic acid. It has a nucleocapsid. Its nucleocapsid has a helical symmetry. So this is the nucleocapsid, and it's helical, and this type of this helps the scientists to identify the type of virus, and the nucleocapsid is a protein shell that surrounds the virus. Now this virus replicates in the cytoplasm of the cell, so that means this is where the virus infects the cell of the body, and it is important for scientists to know this when they are trying to find a vaccine. So yeah, this is my little diagram. I try to explain it as simply as possible, and as I said, if you're a health science student, you might find this section very useful. The spike, nucleocapsid, which has a helical symmetry, the protein membrane, the small protein membranes, and the envelope protein. You're free to copy my diagram. I give you permission.